So today we are with very interesting person. As I read more about him, I got to know more intricate details about his past, his amazing adventurous journey in the crypto space. Today we are welcoming none other than Mr. Parin Lathia. He is right now AVP for marketing in WazirX, and he's a true entrepreneur by heart. I have seen him. I have seen his profile, and I've seen a lot of work that he has done in the past. And I'm pretty amazed that he's working for a company. But I guess today we'll get to know more. Like, how did he land himself into the like from the non-conventional world of entrepreneurship to helping a new exchange and ensuring that exchange went on to become a very crucial one for India. Welcome, Parin.
Thank you,
Good
Vikas. It's
afternoon.
amazing to be here.
Amazing, Parin. So, Parin, first question, man. How did you landed into the your from your entrepreneurship world to crypto? How has been your journey?
So yeah, it's been great because I as most of us got into crypto. Someone told us, "Hey, buy a little bit of Bitcoin in 2017," and that's it. Like that was the last thing to get into because it's so interesting. For in fact, after making a loss in 2017 bull run, I kept reading more about it. I kept reading more, and slowly I realized that people don't know what's going on in the industry and what kind of technology is being built here. So I started posting statuses on Facebook, and some of them got really long sometimes. And one of my friends who works in the stock market, he's like, "Hey, we don't know anything about crypto. Why don't you write something for us?" And I was never a writer. I never thought of myself as a writer as such. But that's when I realized that this is something that I wanted to do for a long time. So why not, start with crypto? And somehow people liked it. I started getting paid for writing, and although I had a business in Goa, it was pretty chilled. It was not like a business that you really have to work 12 hours a day. It was a very uh, cozy time, so to speak. For me, I was very lucky to get so much time to read about it, and then I just started writing about it.
True.
I started learning a lot, and then last year during the pandemic, I saw an opportunity in WazirX to talk to Nischal, and we were like, okay, let's do something about this, because they are on a mission to bring crypto to India, and I really connected with Nischal on that level where he said, we have to make sure that India doesn't lose out on this opportunity. And there was so much belief in it that it pulled me out of my lazy life in Goa and got me into this. But also to say this, I don't feel like it's a job as such. The culture here is very free.
Amazing.
There is so much freedom and ownership and responsibility, and we are all working towards the same mission at the end. When that happens, somehow things just align and things just keep happening. So yeah, that's how it got started, and it's been an amazing journey. And sometimes I'm very grateful to be in crypto industry.
Yes, the community is really warm.
Amazing. The best
Yes,
people, I always tell this to my non-crypto friends, best people, best minds in the country are in crypto industry.
indeed,
If you
indeed.
want to work with the best, smartest minds, then there's nowhere else to go.
Kind, open,
Oh,
always eager to help. Yes,
yeah. Collaborative, very collaborative,
collaborative. Yes.
very collaborative.
Yes, we both can go on and on and on about that because we have been the product of the community. But yes, I actually want to pick a page from the discussion that you just pointed out, your writing skills. I recently happened to actually also check your CMO stack, man. I think that's amazing. And I find one thing really good about that is when people write for themselves, actually they write really good, really good. So I think that is one kind of for people who are into marketing. The audience, I'm talking to you. If you are into marketing, I think you should definitely check out the CMO stack. Pareen writes at his own leisure, but he writes really well. It's not that he's not a writer. He's an acknowledged one. He had done good amount of writing, but yeah. So Pareen, really cool, man. And so let's pick up from your latest experience with WazirX. I have seen tremendous sort of And this actually ties really, really well with your CMO stack, because I like the idea of one thing. I think, and that I can relate with your personality, because I have actually seen you talking on multiple Twitter spaces and here and there, and I always follow. I have already followed you, so I also get to see your thoughts on Twitter as well. The cause, the one thing that you will always talk about, the cause. If
Yeah,
your cause is actually crystal clear, I think everything else can be weave around that.
exactly, exactly. So
So
this
would you tell me about the cause of WazirX and your intertwining, like your philosophy, WazirX philosophy?
So
Yeah.
this was actually developed while working at WazirX, right?
Hmm.
I realized that there are too many startups
Hmm.
trying to do too many things, and mostly the questions that VCs ask for, any founder is concerned with is how big is the market, and
Hmm.
can I capture a significant part of market and stuff like that. And then when they go, they have to spend multi-million-dollar budgets, make this kind of loss, get people on their app, and then work around gimmicks to retain them and stuff like that. Janta today is very smart. Okay, this doesn't work.
True.
We know. See, just by telling you this, you know what product I'm talking about, right? So this is so clear that when someone has a genuine cause, and the founder believes in that, it's very easy to align people. See, as you know, right, in crypto industry, people make so much money trading. It's hard to pay people salaries and get them to work, right? That's one big challenge. Like anyone who understands crypto knows that you can't get a salary that's high enough compared to what you can make trading. So how do you get people? Right? Why did I move from Goa to Bangalore and working 12 hours a day? Why is it happening? Because I genuinely believe that crypto and Bitcoin are going to change the world in ways that we can't imagine. We are not here to make money; we are here to make history, right? That's why all of
I
a sudden,
agree.
and that is because of this cause that
Hmm.
Nischal has started, which says we want to make crypto accessible
Hmm.
to Indian masses, and also now when we define the cause so clearly, what happens is everyone who believes in this cause somehow comes attracted, right? That works very well, and
Hmm.
we've seen today. Like we usually work with people who are reasonably well off, at least upper middle class people. Uh, After a certain amount of money, you don't care about too much money, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's great to have, but
Yes.
you don't sacrifice everything else for this. But if
Hmm.
your values
Hmm.
align with people that you are working with,
Yes.
that's the biggest motivator. And while working at WazirX, I discovered that when you keep cause at the center,
Hmm.
then you look at every aspect of marketing, right?
Hmm.
You look at every aspect, and then everything just changes.
Hmm.
So why does this change? Because you're not pushing your product to people, right?
Hmm.
If you look at WazirX communications anywhere, or if you look at any marketing activity that we are doing,
Hmm.
we don't tell people go out and say, hey, WazirX has this feature, WazirX has that feature, and we are great, and we are not. We don't need to do that, because all we are telling you is how crypto is going to help you, because we are not on a mission for X thing or Y thing. We have a big, very ambitious mission if you
True.
think about it. And
True.
that's what a lot of people get excited by. Some
Hmm.
people say, some people get scared. So we know that okay, this person is not meant for this mission.
Yes.
Some people, when you say that, okay, 10 years later,
Hmm.
everyone in India will be on crypto trading, not just trading, but using dApps and stuff like
Saving
that.
money. I would say saving money
Saving
in
money.
crypto. Yes.
And not just crypto for money, but let's
Hmm.
say using, let's say, a decentralized Twitter. That's
Hmm.
that's such a big
Absolutely.
goal.
Absolutely.
We have startups that are competing with Google and Facebook and Twitter,
Hmm.
sitting in Indian cities
Yes.
and working like three people coding out there. That
Yes.
is so much exciting, right? So
Yes.
that's where this philosophy comes from. That if you
Hmm.
have cause, and this has to be genuine. Like a lot of
Hmm.
marketers, not in crypto but outside, you see a lot of communications that are very clearly gimmicks. Sales,
Hmm.
discounts, this and that, and pushing things down customers' throat. So this used to work. Okay, yeah, this worked in the industrial era. But
Hmm.
in digital age, if you're trying to sell me bullshit, I'm going to tweet about it and I'm going to make sure your brand is gone. So in the future, even these brands, I think, will disappear, and that's good. I think it's good that people don't go and work for Pepsi or Coke today. It's not fun. It's not sexy to work for Pepsi or Coke because what are
True.
they doing? They're just selling sugared water like Steve Jobs.
Sugarated water. Are
Sugared
you
water.
gonna sell sugarated water all your life?
Exactly, and that is why these products will just die down. The
Hmm.
amount of money that they have will be irrelevant
Hmm.
because no, like from media we are shifting to influencers, but
Hmm.
influencers have to have their own values, their own brand. If they don't have that, their followers will not follow them. And if they have
Yes.
those values, they can only promote brands uh, that have the same values, right? So when this happens, the entire I believe in next 10 years, entire marketing function is going to undergo a big change as well.
No, I guess the way you said it, the way you put it, I guess that was more important for people to understand that how much and how big and how important in the world of information the cause is gonna be.
Yes.
If you cannot relate to yourself, because this is one amazing research which I also came across, like the younger generation of India, or let's say across the globe, they have a cause oriented mentality. That's why you see that in this generation we are donating more to the charities,
Definitely.
because even if you attach, like, okay, by buying this product, X percentage will go to this so and so charity, people will do that versus
Exactly.
buying a product just to serve my purpose.
Some
I'm anyway gonna do that. Yes.
some brands do that as a marketing gimmick, and some brands genuinely, really,
Hmm.
really believe
Yes.
in that. And people today are smart enough to figure out who is being genuine
Yes.
and who
Yes.
is being, gimmicky.
Yep.
So
Yep. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I will. You mentioned about Nischal couple of times, so I would actually tell you, like, I also follow Nischal's like unbreakable, immutable chain that is going on. I could relate it to like the Beeple's 5,000 days of work. Today it's 942nd day of Nischal's immutable chain of awakening Indian ecosystem, government, regulatory authority, to actually help them understand that how important it is to get aligned with the global need of crypto and blockchain.
right.
Uh, he tweeted for the 942 consecutive days, guys, and it. I personally feel that it is actually becoming every, and now I cannot stop myself to not to relate it to the NFT thing. One day when Indian regulation will accept that, I guess each of the tweet of Nischal is gonna go and get NFT'd.
So,
But I think kudos to Nischal, his unshakable determination that he really want this to be done and done it soon.
yeah. So we are pushing for positive regulation, and I think it's,
Yes,
it's just a matter of time before it
true.
gets crypto.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about your a little bit now your core strength, man. Let's talk about marketing. Let's go in reverse order. So I would be like, I would tell you this thing that I presumed this thing, but I didn't knew that I would just wake up one day and I'll find it. Okay, there is a tweet or there is a message that that money control would have WazirX integration to show the cryptocurrency. And let me tell you the background. Like, why do I always thought about that? Whenever I search for a crypto or a non-crypto in Google, actually, so Morningstar actually gives the data feed to Google to show you any across the world, any stock
Right.
exchange value, right? And Coinbase gives the cryptocurrency prices. So for Indian context, money control is that Google for actually to pick the price or to know the price of Sensex or any stock price, right? I know less about the market, about Sensex and stuff.
Right.
But I was actually thinking one day, hey, it's very easy for us to do this kind of integration within money control, because money control have already the distribution that is available,
True. True.
and that is the closest to the targeted audience where we want to go.
Right. Exactly.
So I
That's
find it
the
really, really logical step. And I really loved that when I saw, okay, WazirX has actually, and I would also come to the CNBC 18 and stuff, but help me understand like what went through behind the scenes, what work went through
so
behind the scenes.
when I joined WazirX, I'd seen exchanges from outside, and of course I've been trading since 2017. But what I saw essentially my thinking as an outsider for an exchange was that most exchanges were just waiting either for the bull run or they were creating some kind of FOMO. You know, the entire marketing is based on some kind of FOMO,
Hmm. Hmm.
which is not which is not the target audience that you want.
Hmm.
You want an educated investor. So you must have seen that every Wazirex marketing campaign just focuses on education. Even with the CNBC show, what we've done is there is entire theme is to educate the stock market janta to understand the fundamentals of crypto, not to talk about price. That would have been very easy. To talk,
Yes.
oh wow, Bitcoin 64,000. Oh wow, this that. We are getting Elon Musk and we are getting
Hmm.
BlackRock and JP Morgan. All of that is okay, no problem. But anytime a person buys crypto and ends up making a loss, that's a loss for the industry.
Hmm.
And FOMO is the worst thing that we can
Very
do
well said.
and say, okay, buy, go. So the idea here was to get the educated investors
Hmm.
and first get them uh, to taste crypto, sort of.
Hmm.
To understand,
Yes.
at least you track charts, you get a taste of what is
Hmm.
happening. And then get into the market that's just driven by FOMO. People are buying
Hmm.
Dogecoin and Shiba and stuff every day. It's a free one open market. Of course, everyone is free to do whatever they want to.
Hmm.
But that was not the first coin that all of
Yes.
us bought, right? So
Yes.
we are from a different sort of generation now. And this is
Absolutely.
something that we did not want to do at all. So this deal, per se, money control deal, took about 9 months. Actually, I went ahead and saw all the screenshots and everything. It's been 9 months that this deal has been in the works. We've been cooking this deal because it's very difficult to go at a product level. See, marketing level, advertising on that, yeah, no problem, because there are 100 disclaimers that come with it.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to an integration that is at a product level, they are taking that responsibility as well. They're taking that risk as well, right? For
Yes.
that, we have to convince the biggest of bosses to say, okay, this is legitimate boss. But the idea is that, I can go and I can convert, let's say, 1 million users today. No problem. But if I convince one top boss in money control, then that guy has the capability to convert 20 million people. Right? So,
Absolutely.
in a way, what we are doing is not only building credibility for
Hmm.
crypto,
Hmm.
but what we are doing is we are telling people what crypto has arrived. So, the
Yes.
idea behind this was to say crypto has arrived. I have tons of stock market friends. Every time there is a negative news, they will send me a WhatsApp link. They will be like, oh, Elon Musk did this. Oh, China did this. Oh, RBI did this.
Yes.
Right? I had nothing to tell them. Now it's like, hey, look at this. We are not going anywhere. We are
Hmm.
here, crypto
Yes.
people. Either
Yes.
accept us or don't accept us, but we are here. So this is
Yes.
like the crypto has arrived
Hmm.
moment
Hmm.
for crypto, and also from not so this integration like money control launching crypto listing crypto tracking uh, is one aspect of what we are doing.
Hmm.
Apart from that, we have several education initiatives
Wow.
uh, that we are doing with them to make sure that people who come on board are taking good decisions. They are
Hmm.
not the ones who are going ahead and randomly picking a coin and
Hmm.
investing regardless of market cycles and stuff. So
Hmm.
this is a very sort of a step to mature the industry. How
Hmm.
do you mature the industry?
Hmm.
Like you go to places where people are intelligent enough to debate with you, so
Hmm.
that these debates then turn out to be a great way to explain these things to people. And
Yes.
the kind of people that we are getting on CNBC show, some of them have never been on a panel. Some of the Indian folks have been so out of light that when you look at their views and listen to them, they are like, wow, why didn't I get these people in crypto webinars and panels and stuff? But they are not interested. They are not interested in, hey, 100K, 100K. They are interested actually in understanding how this is going to unfold. And that's given us this opportunity to bring these people to
Hmm.
limelight. And
Hmm.
I think that is where we are going to keep working towards. To
Yes.
bring crypto to India is
Yes.
how do you bring crypto to India? Is to bring it to this large platform
Yeah, man.
that already
Absolutely.
has users.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'll pick again and again a page from this discussion. Actually, so let's say we we crack money control thing. We will get a lot of people now coming to WazirX platform. So one, actually, this is from community, okay, and they then start sharing very. So memes are not for weak-hearted, you know that, right? We both understand.
I don't know. That's a
So
great statement, man. Memes are not for the weak-hearted.
yeah,
Yeah.
so memes can make you or break you, okay.
Sure.
And we see when people, I guess this is the best way to put it, is this: WazirX servers gets overwhelmed by the love of the people, actually. So
Yeah.
man, what are you doing for that? Because I think this question actually is from the community. They love your platform so much that they come to you, but when they are not able to do what they want to do, they get really, really, let's say, disheartened, and then they start bombarding memes.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So what has happened here is, just to put it in context, okay,
Hmm.
a lot of people don't check the numbers, so they don't realize what's happening. Even we did not predict what happened, really. Uh, when we look at the numbers in the hindsight, like last January, we did $25 million of volume.
Hmm.
This year, I think in March or April, we did $5.4 billion in
Wow.
volume. So 25 million to $5.4 billion is something that, frankly speaking, we couldn't predict. As
True.
marketer, I am very happy, that a lot of people are coming here, but we just couldn't predict it. So
Hmm.
now we are preparing for as big a bump as possible,
Hmm.
because as we all know, this year we've just got started. So
Hmm.
we are expecting a lot more people coming in, and this
Yes.
is not just sign up. So biggest thing is not the sign ups, but it puts pressure on all support
Hmm.
functions plus the
Exactly.
trading engine as well, right?
Hmm.
So that, see, one by one is getting solved. So initially we had a problem where a KYC partner couldn't scale. That is solved now. Then, of course, banking issues, we can't do anything because the banks have just pulled out.
Oh man,
Uh,
yes. That's
but
a serious problem.
from a product trading engine perspective, the team has already implemented certain improvements. They've scaled the product to quite a great level now. And although we are expecting a big chunk to come in now, later second part of the year, like first 6 months were probably the trailer. Now we are expecting the real volatility, real moves to happen. So
Absolutely.
we are sort of the tech team. I just see them working day in and day out to make sure this happens. But also, what we've seen, one thing here is that 70% of our volume is completely in INR market. Right? So these are all
Very interesting.
movies
Hmm.
joining in, and this has happened. We are taking a cue from when Coinbase went down, which is the largest exchange in the US. So we noticed that probably every large country that has some crypto community in place,
Hmm.
the top exchange with highest volume always went down.
Hmm.
And now we are trying to scale up to a level where we can handle way more traffic than what we handle right now. So that's the only thing I can say. No excuses there. Of course, we should have worked much harder in making sure even this time nothing happened. But now we are learning from that and sort of revising a number, so to speak. We are shocked at the kind of volume that is happening out there.
So this answer goes to the community. These
Yeah.
guys are working hard. They have acknowledged the problem. They know that there is a gap that needs to be filled from the perspective of infra. They are working hard. They will do it for everything. They will leave no stone unturned in their capacity to
Definitely,
actually
definitely.
to make sure
Uh,
that everybody's love gets their ultimate, whatever they want to get it done on the platform, they get it done. So that's great. That's great, Parit. And moving on, Parin, so let's talk about the positive side of it as well. Like, what is the biggest compliment that you personally has ever received for WazirX as a platform, or from your let's say marketing thing? Like somebody has acknowledged you, man. Like that was something. Like what was the really good compliment that you got from the market?
So there have been times that are difficult, right? All it's not been all rosy. It's an uphill task to bring
Hmm.
crypto to a country like India.
Hmm.
It's very difficult. Uh,
Yes.
one of our community members came and said, you know, he said that I've made so much money from your referral scheme and from your product that I want to make sure that I work with your team and make this product better. We
Wow.
regularly get people from the community who say, I want to join WazirX team. And we're like, do you have any experience? What do you want to do? They're like, I don't care. I want to work with you. And I'm like, wow, you know, this going back to the
Hmm.
cause part is
Hmm.
where that is just, I think that's the biggest compliment. Of course, I mean, we've seen a lot of influencers come out and post on Twitter saying, "Hey, I've used WazirX," and then I get messages from people saying, "Oh, you guys paid this," and then I check with my team, and they're like, "No, no, we didn't pay these people." Okay, I don't know what's happening. So
Hmm.
that way, we've got some amazing compliments when we talk to these people. We
Hmm.
realize that okay, uh, organically someone referred WazirX and they came and they liked it and then they tweeted about it, and that would have costed us a lot of money, but
True.
we
True.
didn't have to do these things.
Yes.
So that's been great from our side and from also from internal team side. I think the effort, uh, not just the tech team is working round the clock, and the support team definitely are working round the clock, but from marketing perspective also.
Hmm.
Uh, Everyone is just working round the clock to make sure that you
Hmm.
know whatever they are working on
Hmm.
is absolute best. So
Yes.
we want to make sure that people don't get wrong information
Hmm.
in places. We want to make sure that people don't end up thinking crypto is a scam,
Hmm.
uh, even one bit. You know
Yep.
that it's better to have less people, but people who stick compared to people who come with FOMO and say, "Oh no, no, I had to buy, I had to buy, I had to buy," and then end up making a loss. Next year, these are the people who will go out in the bear market and say, "Oh, crypto is a bubble, crypto is a scam." So we sort of try and make sure that you know anyone who's associated with us doesn't end up in a bad situation, and that's something that's been on our minds all the time.
So,
So
Pareed, after hearing you, I can actually visualize like the kind of marketing map that you have. Like you are not doing anything short term, boss. You are actually building the
definitely not,
milestones.
definitely
Like all these milestones will lead to, first of all, conviction,
exactly.
and even before that, like a more educated person, because education will lead to the conviction about
Exactly,
anything, let's
exactly,
say, related to the cryptocurrency space. That's
exactly.
amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
So
So
one thing
hmm,
you mentioned on our call earlier, you know, when we
hmm,
were talking yesterday, you mentioned one very interesting thing that you make money not because you have knowledge. You know, I can tell you that okay, this coin will go 10x, this coin will go 50x. Doesn't mean you can make money with it.
hmm,
You will make money when you have knowledge and conviction.
hmm.
You know, like just me having the conviction to hold Bitcoin is it's in itself a big thing. Most people don't have that.
Yes.
So that conviction comes when you know slowly people start. You know, so most of my friends when they join, I tell them 2,000 रुपये लगाओ यार. Don't do too much. They're like, oh, क्या होगा इसमें ये होगा वो होगा. Like if you end up putting significant money when the market dips, you are going to sell it, panic sell.
Hmm,
So this means you have the right knowledge,
hmm.
but you don't have the conviction to hold when the
Yes.
market goes down. So that is absolute. Like what you said is very important. Most newbies have the knowledge because they can go and they can read
Hmm.
online, they can
Yes.
listen to YouTubers and all of that, but they can't build conviction overnight.
They can't. They can't.
They need so much time to build conviction.
Yes.
So that's where we are playing.
Yes. That's where hodlers comes in.
Yeah, but
Diamond
people
hands.
don't become hodler, right? They make a loss, they learn, and then they become hodler. That's how I became a hodler. Okay? I wanted to 50x, 100x everything. That was my aim.
Hmm.
But of course, after making a loss, but it was not a loss where I sold my house to do this. It was a decent amount of loss,
Hmm.
and then I studied it and got into this. But not everyone does that.
Actually, I really want to like again quote Naval here. Naval says like when you start pointing out to yourself, like you are the reason for all the good, bad, and worst, whatever happens. So you start taking responsibility. So once the loss will happen, it will point you in the direction of learning that what did you did wrong,
Right.
so that you can improvise. And then that's how the continuous iteration of it will build conviction, because now you have given 10,000 hours of efforts or work into that. So we, because we all have actually given, like we have seen last cycle, so we have anyway given 10,000 hours of efforts into this, so we know what actually the cycle is. And generally these cycles are like like these are the whole, every market actually goes in cycles. So I think so this so takeaway from this is not about the price, but about the natural, let's say if somebody is want to actually get into this, there will always be cycles. Cycles will not go away from the market. Market neither goes up or no down in a single straight arrow. It will go up in its cycles, go up and down in cycles. So read about it. DYOR, do your own research. Coming back to our point, Parin, when you talk about just like how do we get these people from India? So let me talk about Indian cases specifically. Are we, so I personally also watch few good creative YouTube channels, and I have seen very good collaborative work of WazirX with them. I would not name them, but I think I've seen them. They are very big, but and they plug it really, really well, because as you mentioned, like until unless they are not into that category, nobody else will believe them. So how do you, like, what are the steps that you are taking to make India specific strategy to get the, let's say, tier 2, tier 3 person, the person who lives in these cities, to get on board and start using crypto, or like try crypto for the first time in their life?
Our idea is again there. So now we talked about media, which is okay, which is fairly simple. We took some time to crack, and we had a hard time, but it happened. Now from an influencer side, because that's the biggest channel now. From influencer side as well, we are not looking at short-term times. See, if I'm talking to an influencer and saying, "Arey, bol do Bitcoin खरीद लो जाके," this guy doesn't understand Bitcoin.
True.
This guy has never bought Bitcoin in his life.
Yes.
Of course, because I'm paying them, they are going to say whatever they say. Most influencers that we are working with, we are not working like that. We are again here. It's very easy to pay them and get one-off things done. We are not working like that. Again, here the idea is to get an influencer, let's say, who's talking about investments and has 2 million followers. Great. But this influencer, we will not work with them until they are ready to learn about it.
Amazing.
So large influencers that we are working with, I will also not name them, but people know who they are, right? All of them, you will see them with their conviction, their research, saying crypto is great. It's not my script that they are reading out. We do not dictate scripts to people. People go out, they do their research, they come back to us, they ask questions. We solve their doubts first and say, okay, now are you convinced? If not, yes, do one video with us and we are very happy, no doubt. But if we are working with an influencer long term, the idea is that we see, this is again the same thing, converting one user versus converting someone who is talking to 2 million users.
Yep.
If I can convert that one person, that's something good. And these guys are also not people that we are working with. We are very clear that we are not working with people who are short-term thinkers. From every angle, crypto influencers, non-crypto influencers, all of them, we will see a lot of churn. Okay, a lot of people are coming into crypto now. You will see a lot of mainstream influencers getting into crypto.
Oh man, the way let me just tell you that this actually everyone is an advisor in the bull run. So people should again DYO or do your own research before even see. And I really want to just break. Sorry to interject, but I just want to break this notion of people. Sometimes you might know more than the person that you are trying to follow.
Exactly.
So please do not think that the person having higher IQ will always lead to the same result that you want for yourself, because he's not interested in your well-being. They are interested in their own thing.
Just
Please
because they are
continue.
famous, just because they are famous doesn't mean that they know everything about
Yes.
everything,
Yes.
right? But of course, having said that, there are, let's say, if there are so many mainstream influencers getting into crypto,
Yes.
there will be a few who will stay, right? That churn will happen not only in investors, but that churn will also happen in every other partnership that you look at. So with every other partnership also, you have to make sure that these people learn. So first thing that I tell them is, boss, this is all great. Next year bear market aane wala hai. When this comes, next year nahi, next year aao, kabhi bhi aao, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's
Correct.
forget about timing the market. But
Yes.
whenever it comes, are you going to stick with crypto,
Yes.
or are you going to go out and say crypto is a speculation? If that's your mindset, then don't take money from anyone.
Yes.
And talk about crypto, because crypto people will rip you apart. You know, if you do this, like come in the bull run, talk about crypto, disappear in the bear market. Next time you talk to crypto people, this community is not very forgiving. You know,
Yes.
This community remembers very well.
The North remembers. Yes.
It's in the interest of the influencer also to impart right information. If they just end up creating FOMO, saying, "Oh no, buy," that's not going to work. Even this applies to tier 2, tier 3 people a lot more than people who have already invested in stocks, let's say, or generally have higher disposable income, right? When they get burnt, they remember. They really remember. So if, let's say we are working with someone who is reaching out to this crowd, I would be 10 times more careful. Then, we would not have FOMO investors than have FOMO investors, because once they lose money, their entire reaction is exchange is scam, crypto is scam, Bitcoin is scam, Elon Musk is scam, everything is scam.
Yes.
That we don't want, right? Because everyone is trying to make an honest business out here.
Yes.
None of us are scammers. No one in the crypto industry that we know are scammers. So, but you can't convince.
We do not relate to the scammers. That's what we can tell, because I've seen honest efforts from Indian ecosystem to actually push blockchain or crypto as a overall ecosystem forward.
Right. So 2017 also, I see there were tons of influencers at that point in time, and 2018 all of them disappeared.
Yeah.
And people who stayed, now we respect them. Right? All the influencers that we listen to now, I follow so many YouTubers. There is so much respect, because these are the people who stayed when Bitcoin was at 4,000, 5,000, right? And that's a massive achievement. At that point in time, getting 10 people to comment on your video was difficult.
Yes.
There are thousands of people.
Yes.
Right? But they survived this. So that just shows they believe in technology.
Yes. And basis on the numbers like that let's say the user base that WazirX right now have, do you have any sort of like a very high ballpark kind of demographic, like or age group? Because I'm really interested in this, man, because you have the data set. What is the age group of the person, or do you capture the age group? Because you must be doing that, because during the KYC you must be having their date of birth. So what I really want to know, actually, what is the graph look like? For which age group who people who from this age group are most excited?
So we do not disclose the exact data, because that is also user data privacy. But we do understand where people are coming from, and we've seen a large increase in people from tier 2, tier 3, as you mentioned.
Wow.
For
That's
sure.
Amazing.
We've seen a large increase in women, right?
Wow.
Just yesterday, I think we published an article saying there has been a 9,000% increase in women since last May to this May.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Which is crazy. But that's amazing, because no other asset class has this. Most assets, if you look at equity, forex, anything, you look at that, it's male dominated, 95% male dominated. But crypto somehow, and we see this among Indian women a lot. Whenever I interact, they somehow they just get Bitcoin, and sometimes I'm just doing sessions for even let's say housewife, and they are very curious about what is this? They don't have that asset in traditional markets, right? But they've always had gold. They've always believed in gold.
Yes.
And let's say if I can get 10 minutes with, let's say, a housewife, someone like my mother also, that age demographic, within 10 minutes, they just get it. They have this understanding because in Indian culture, gold has had so much importance.
True.
And just when you explain Bitcoin
Hmm.
from a frame of reference of gold,
Hmm.
they just get it. Right? So this is very surprising. This is just
Yeah.
market information.
True.
No one ever thought that this would work. But
Hmm.
when you look at these things, there's so much reassurance that okay, as Indians, we are very proud that we have a legacy filled with gold,
Yes.
not with fiat.
True.
That itself is big.
True, man. True. This is absolutely true. So essentially, you are trying to tell me that there is a age group which I would have asked you whether they are interested, but you answered the question the other way, that these guys actually get it fair and square. When they get it relevant, like the analogy comes from gold, they are all ears.
Exactly.
Amazing.
There are different reasons why people buy crypto, right? Everyone has a different reason. So you got to talk from that frame of reference. But it's amazing that everything at the end comes to decentralization, that everyone wants decentralization.
Yes, man. This is very, very interesting. And my penultimate question to you, Parin. So, let's talk about the competition a bit. Even though in the bottom, I know that there is very amazing collaboration, because blockchain actually is a proponent of collaboration. You cannot have single node blockchain. You need to have blockchain like segregated with thousands and thousands of nodes. So, but as a business, exchanges, where do you think like WazirX is doing much better than the other exchanges, especially in Indian case?
Right. So, see, we are very clearly an Indian company, and we have, been here forever. And our entire understanding of the market comes from an Indian frame of reference, right? We are very hardcore Indian people. And also, what happens here is at WazirX, we just don't look at competition. Our idea is, and this comes right from Nischal to every member in our team, is that you think from first principles. You do not think from uh, what is it that you should build in the market based on what is the general perception. Right? We are at a very, very mature stage where we do not have people like investors to impress. Right? So our numbers have to be robust. Like I can't get a user who does KYC and let's say doesn't trade at all. Those users we don't count users as at all. Right?
Oh, wow.
We absolutely have to believe in quality. So our numbers that we track are very quality driven, and that is one of the reasons why you will see the volume always comes to us, and the volume is not crypto to crypto. Crypto to crypto is not very unique. When you come to India, why? Okay, I can go on 100 exchanges for crypto to crypto, right? Because it depends on what coin I want to buy, what stage I want to buy that coin at. I could go on Polkastarter, Uniswap, right to Binance, anywhere, right? That's a very different thing. From Indian perspective, we look at INR volume. INR volumes, we are doing phenomenal, and that's just how we go about it. And this also, right from strategic to execution level thinking, comes from first principles.
Yes.
If the day we think that because this guy is doing this, let me do this, we are done.
Yes.
We are just done, because then our compass is wrong. What if they are
Beautiful.
wrong and I'm just copying them? So our entire strategy has to come from first principles, and also the entire product team that we have has been so good at listening to the market that they know exactly what the market wants, and we don't build anything unless we know that the market needs it. Right? There is no point in building 500 features.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can build that, but how many people? Let's say if I have 1 million users, how many people are using X feature? Right? So uh, we need to be grounded. Otherwise, in crypto, anyway, it's very easy to fly off. And in the bull market, it's very easy to fly off.
We are always in the escape velocity in crypto.
Exactly. And we think that we are going parabolic. But you're not grounded enough, that your fundamentals are not strong.
Absolutely.
But if that like the way we have is, we have a vision for ourselves. We have a vision for the industry, and that's what we keep executing. We learn from the market, and we learn from the customer itself, not
That's
from
amazing.
what someone is doing, because that just makes us feel lost. It's not the way to go.
That's just
That's
amazing,
the
man.
competitive side of it.
That's a really cool takeaway for me personally. So my last question, like, how has Binance investment or the partnership has accelerated the growth, or like what good things has come after Binance interest in WazirX?
So it's a big support. It's a big validation first in the place. That
Absolutely.
They looked at WazirX and said, okay, let's get and partner with these guys. And they, in every sense of the word, they are our partners, because we get to learn so much from them. Right? They've done things which are way bigger than any company in India has done. Right? So we get to learn so much. No doubt about that. From the market's perspective, I think the integration works really well. Because people come on WazirX, buy their crypto, they go, someone who's a very, very advanced trader who wants leverage and XYZ other features, they go and trade that. Apart from that, I think I can just talk about me possibly here.
Sure.
But it's been big learning. It's been big learning, because sometimes you can do things at a certain scale. But when you go 100x from there,
absolutely,
the rules change. The rules completely change. And that's where we've gone from last year till this year. It's become 100x the volume, way more than 100x actually. But at this stage, how do you figure out what's still working and what's still not working? So that, from a global perspective, we get a lot of support. So that's been the best part out there. Apart from that, we are pretty much an independent entity. We do things our way, because India is a different market, right? We don't want to just go and copy what works globally and bring it here. But we can learn and then say, okay, how does Indian market want this? And that becomes a very good balance, for us.
Yes. That's amazing, Parin. I guess we can comfortably stop here, and this is gonna be like one of the many things which we will discuss in future as well. And thanks a lot, Parin, for taking time out today for Crypto Talks. And we'll have many more such talks in the future as well on different topics, maybe which interest both of us as well. Okay. Thank you, Parin. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, because this was amazing. Thanks for all the amazing questions that you asked.
Thank you, man. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.